Dear students, in this video we will solve a part of specimen question paper of semester 2 chemistry, that is science paper 2. Let's see here. Again, this paper is of 40 marks. You have given semester 1 of 40 marks of 1 hour, and now this paper is of 1.5 hours, 40 marks, and you have first 10 minutes for reading the paper, and all the allotted marks for every question has been written in the square brackets. Now let's see, here there are two sections again, just as it was in the previous years when you are giving combined papers, section A and section B. Again here section A is compulsory, you have to answer all the questions, but here there is a slight change. In section A, you have been given 10 MCQs, so 1 marks each, and this is of 10 marks, which is just like semester 1. And you have to attempt any 3 questions from section B, which includes even one-word answers and also certain descriptive questions. Not very much descriptive, but still you have to write, define, give reason, drawing of structures, balanced equations. I have uploaded a short in which I have shown you this specimen question paper. We will deal these questions one by one. I will solve all the questions. Although you have been given a choice, you have been given a choice out of 6 questions that starts from question number 2. Yes. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5 questions are given, and you have to attempt any 3 questions from this section with all its parts. If you are attempting question 2, you have to attempt part 1, this part 1, define, part 2, name the compound, and part 3, draw the structural diagram. And one more part is there of this question, that is complete and balance the following chemical equations. That is of 10 marks each. So this section is of 30 marks that you have to attempt in all, that is combined to form 40 marks. So I will solve this paper in parts. Let's first solve section A, that is question number 1, that is multiple choice answers, in which you have to just write the answers. First question is the IUPAC name of ethylene. Now ethylene is a general name, as you all know. Propane is a alkane, so this is not the answer, obviously. Propyne, again this is an alkyne, so this is again not the IUPAC name of propyne. Ethene, again ethene. Now ethene in general form, you have read that the general name is written with the suffix -ylene. So here you can see -ylene suffix has been used, ethylene and ethene. Ethene is the IUPAC name of ethylene. So answer number 1 is C, that is ethene. So here I will write question 1, first part, the answer was C. Okay, in exam it's preferred that you write the option along with that letter of the option that you have written. Carbon to carbon double bond is found in butylene. Now here only you can see the answer first is only your answer, because ylene is obviously associated with the alkene group, and alkenes are containing double bonds, carbon-carbon double bonds. Acetaldehyde contains CHO group, acetic acid contains COOH group, alcohol contains OH group. So neither of these contains C double bond C, only the first one contains. So here the answer number 2 is A. Okay. Next is question number 3, that is the third part of question number 1. Fused alumina is reduced to aluminium by electrolytic reduction. Since now in metallurgy chapter, in which you have read the metallurgy of aluminium, you have been taught earlier also in electrolysis that the compounds of the elements which are highly reactive, like aluminium, magnesium, potassium, sodium, they are mostly reduced by the electrolysis of their fused salts, because they are very, very stable, and their especially oxides are very stable. because they have high affinity for oxygen. So here the answer number 1 is only correct, that is aluminium is highly stable. Second option is totally reverse, so it is not the correct answer, and even C and D are not the most appropriate answer. The most appropriate answer is number A, that is alumina is highly stable. It is not reduced by drying agents, obviously not, and it is not reduced by reducing agents, although it is also correct, but it is not reduced by reducing agents. Okay, it is somewhat correct, but the most appropriate answer is A. The catalyst preferred in conversion to sulfur dioxide to trioxide, that is your name method. That is the direct answer, vanadium pentoxide, that is V2O5. So answer number 4 is C. So third part answer is A, and fourth answer is C, that is vanadium pentoxide. The gas evolved when dilute sulfuric acid reacts with iron sulfide. This you have also read in practical chemistry and in acid-base salt, that when any sulfide of active metal reacts with dilute acid, that the gas evolved is H2S, hydrogen sulfide. So here answer 6 for the fifth part. Oh sorry, I have left the fifth part. Okay, let me write the sixth part first. Sixth part is C. Now let's see the fifth question. Substitution reaction is a characteristic property of, that is again a very direct question. Substitution reaction is a characteristic of alkanes. Neither of alkenes and alkynes, they give addition reactions because of the presence of double and triple bonds, and alcohol also is not the characteristic, shows the characteristic property of substitution reaction. The answer is alkanes, because all its valencies are satisfied by the hydrogen. So here fifth answer is B. Next is seventh. An acid obtained from concentrated nitric acid, which is a very good oxidizing agent. It oxidizes sulfur too. Obviously when sulfur is present, so the acid in which sulfur is present, that is sulfuric acid. Here the answer is B. So answer number 7 is B. Next part, 8th part, the hydroxide soluble in excess of ammonium hydroxide. Again, this question we have dealt in semester 1 also. In your chapter 3b, where we have dealt with the qualitative analysis of the metallic ions with the reaction with the reagents of NaOH and ammonium hydroxide. So ammonium hydroxide, you know that ferrous hydroxide is obviously insoluble in ammonium hydroxide. Lead hydroxide insoluble, magnesium insoluble, and zinc is soluble due to the formation of a complex salt, that is tetramine zinc sulfate or zinc hydroxide. So here zinc hydroxide precipitate is soluble in excess of ammonium hydroxide. So answer number 8 is A, that is zinc hydroxide is soluble in excess of ammonium hydroxide. The chemical name of the principal ore of aluminium principal ore from which the extraction of aluminium has been carried out, you have read, is bauxite, and bauxite is written as Al2O3.2 watered. So this we will read as hydrated. This is hydrated because of the presence of water crystallization, aluminium oxide. So here the answer is hydrated aluminium oxide, that is 9th answer is D. And a hydrocarbon, which is a greenhouse gas, this also you all know, you have read in pollution chapter that methane is a greenhouse gas, and obviously because this is made up of carbon and hydrogen, the formula is CH4, therefore it is a hydrocarbon also. So hydrocarbon which is a greenhouse gas is methane. So answer number 10 is D. So these are the answers of the MCQs of section A, in which you write along with the alphabet of the option, just mention the whatever has been written in that option also, so that if there is any mistake in writing A, B, C, D, then this will be covered by the option what you have written in front of that alphabet. So the next questions we will deal in the next video.